BBN. Tough loss last night. Tough loss. Number 18 Kentucky Wildcats lose to number 16 North Carolina Tar Heels 67-64 in Rupp. I think that moves our record to 5-3. Yeah, 5-3. Right now in the SEC standings, we are in the bottom four. Below us is Ole Miss, South Carolina, Mississippi State. We haven't played any SEC play. That's just right now, far as out of conference, we are in the bottom four. Which it doesn't mean that. Got a long season, it's a marathon. And it was a tough loss. This was a tough loss. A lot of people saying it's a must win. I don't think it's a must win. I don't go by the must win stuff. I just I look at it as it's a game you want to win. If that's the case, every game is a must win. But it wasn't a must win game to me because still got the rest of the season left. Still got a chance to redeem yourself. Must win games come tournament time. But I know BBN. It's a lot of people upset walking out of Rupp last night. It's a lot of people upset. But I think we can redeem ourselves from this. Leave your comments. The Lord BBN fan show here. I'm your boy BC. Leah and Jimmy Jam will have their show tonight, Wednesday night show. Think me and Big Mike later on are going to do a little something. He hit me up in a text earlier, but I wanted to come on here and just do a little something. But it was it's a big loss. I'm a little under the weather. My voice is, I think everybody is, got some stuffies, some sickness going on. But it's not time to panic. It's not time to panic. Not yet. It's a marathon. Not time to panic, Big Blue Nation. But let's go into some game stats. Caleb Wilson. Caleb had 15 points. He was 5 for 19 from field goal. Didn't shoot too good. He was 5 from 8 from free throw line, but he had a double-double. He was 15 points, 12 rebounds. And Henry, I think it's Visar, is how you pronounce his name, but he had a good game. He had 17 points. He was 8 from 12 from field goal. And he had 10 rebounds. They had two guys that had double-doubles there. And also Dixon, as we know, who came off the bench. And he hit 2 buckets now at the end. He had 9 points. But he had the best stretch of the 9 points. So he came and he was 3 for 8 coming off the bench, and he hit that big 3, and he ended with 9 points. But Kentucky, our leading scorer was I think it was 𝐀𝐫𝐭𝐤𝐞𝐳𝐜𝐞𝐤𝐥𝐲, who had 16 points. He was 6-11 from shooting and 4 from 6 from the free throw line, had 4 rebounds. And that's the 𝐀𝐫𝐭𝐤𝐞𝐳𝐜𝐞𝐖𝐞𝐿 way. It was 16 points. That's what he did last year. People have been talking about we need 𝐀𝐫𝐭𝐤𝐞𝐳𝐜 last year. 𝐀𝐫𝐭𝐤𝐞𝐳𝐜 was a 12, 14-point guy. He was just consistent. And Denzel Aberdeen had 10 points, 4 for 13 field goals, and 0 for 3 from three-point range. And Colin Chandler also chipped in 12 points, and he was 4 from 9 and 4 from 4 from free throw line. Had 2 rebounds and 0 for 2 from 3-point range. So Jelly came in and contributed 6 points, along with Brendan Garrison, and Marino had 8 points. And Cam Williams chipped in 2 points. But 67-64, we lost at home. North Carolina, I'm not going to say North Carolina is like a real good team like Michigan State and Louisville. I said that we are kind of similar to North Carolina, but we found out that North Carolina, we knew Caleb, Wilson was, we knew he was a stud, but the Visar kid, he can play. He's a stud. He can play, but we lost 67-64, and I just want to see what Mark Pope says here in the press conference, and get you guys' thoughts. Leave your thoughts in the comments, but I want to see a little bit what Mark Pope's talking about in the press conference.
Did you see in your guys' initial defense, and then just how frustrating was it to not come up with those balls after getting stops?
It's a huge part of the game. We're actually one of the best percentage defensive rebound teams in the country, and credit to North Carolina, they were a lead on the glass. They have size and length, and their front line really dominates. They had 12 offensive rebounds just with their starting 3, 4, and 5. And, we were really poor at our second hit. And so that was really frustrating. It's hard to win a game when you get 20 offensive rebounds.
Mark, obviously, second half, just struggling to shoot the ball. I think it was a over 10-minute scoring drought. When you look at all three of the losses this season, we've seen those scoring droughts. And basketball is a game of runs sometimes, but why does this team seem to struggle with scoring so frequently for long periods of time against ranked teams?
Well, we really haven't. It hasn't been a huge scoring issue. Tonight it was for sure. I mean, it's going to be hard for us to win scoring 64 points. It's uncommon for us to be 1 for 13 from 3. That's not really who we are. More disappointing is the 8 assists. That's really frustrating. I thought in the second half our decision making was poor, and caught up in the moment trying to make. We still are on a steep learning curve trying to figure out how to make plays for our teammates, and that we shoot it well when we actually do that, and when we don't, we don't.
Mark, right here. The first couple of questions have kind of addressed it, but like you said, 9 turnovers, 8 assists, 20 offensive rebounds, just 13 threes. At this point in the season, what are you most concerned with, in which area?
Well, I'm really frustrated with the rebounding tonight, but like I said, that's credit to North Carolina, and it's uncharacteristic for us. It just hasn't been us, but we just got crushed on the glass. It's very, very disappointing tonight for sure, but I don't think that's who we are. I'm really frustrated with the 8 and 9. That's not who we've been either. But the MP4T stuff is a little bit of a trend right now that's concerning. We just have to find a way to break through and have the discipline to do it. We probably had a little fatigue on the floor, which I'm going to have to find a way to kind of dig deeper into this rotation to get some quality minutes. That's going to be something really important to us as we move forward. There's a lot we have to learn.
There you have it, folks. There you have it, BBN. 67-64. Leave in the comments what you guys think. We went out, and I think we played. I feel we played good defense. It's like I always say, if you hold a team under their average, you play good defense. But they played good defense. They held us under our average. And we are having issues shooting the basketball. We are having issues scoring the basketball. And I'm not going to get deep into it. I will think me and Mike's going to go on later on tonight, and we can get deeper into the game. But I said the other night on the show, if you going to have those 8-10 minute marks where you are struggling scoring, you better not let the other team score either. And I think we did good at that. I didn't really, my intentions was for that not to happen, but it happened. We was up, I think, by 6 or something. You can correct me if I'm wrong. But we wasn't scoring, but North Carolina would score 2, and they were not scoring 3 minutes. Then they would score another 2. The next thing you know, the game's tied up. And we, like I said, I think we played good defense. They killed us with rebounding. They destroyed us with rebounding. How many rebounds they have? They beat us. It was looking worse during the game, but they beat us 41-30 on the boards, which we can't allow that to happen. They had 20 offensive rebounds to our 8. And the defensive rebounds was pretty much, even. They had 21, we had 22. But they had 12 turnovers. We only had 9 turnovers. But it was a game that I think we should have won, and we should have won this game, especially at home. But 3-pointers, we was 1 for 13 shooting 3-pointers. They were 6 for 20. They hit 6 3-pointers. We was 1 for 13 BBN. 1 for 13. And some people might say, well, we didn't launch up 33s. No, we didn't, because North Carolina and Hubert Davis' thing was to drive Kentucky off the 3-point line. What do you do with guys that can shoot threes? You drive them off the 3-point line. But we have guys that can shoot threes that they're not really comfortable of getting to the hole and creating a basket for themselves, which we'll talk about later on tonight. But we didn't shoot too many threes because they wouldn't allow us to shoot threes. Our thing is shooting wide open 3-pointers. Colin didn't get a look. I think he maybe shot 2 3-pointers, but they wasn't giving him a look. Noah, Colin can get to the hole. Noah, he's pretty much out of the game if he's not getting open looks. And they knew we can't give this guy open look because Noah's he's a knockdown shooter if he gets those open looks. But North Carolina wasn't giving us the open looks. We went on I think it was like 9 minutes without scoring a field goal. Think about that, BBN. We went 9 minutes without scoring a field goal. And we got a field goal there. A free throw. I think we went 1 for 2 off a free throw within those in like 10 minutes. But 9 minutes. And that's why I talk about the other games. It was at the first half. It was the beginning of the game. But you can't do that. You can't do that. And I'm looking and I'm thinking we need to go down low to Marino. We need to go down low to 𝐀𝐫𝐭𝐤𝐥𝐲. We need to go down low to those guys and get something, get a foul or get to the free throw line or get something going where they can cause a double team. Caleb Wilson, when they threw the ball down low to him, we were sending 2 or 3 people. And they were getting open looks from the free throw. So, this is something that we can fix. Like I said, it's a marathon, but we can't go, times where we not scoring. Are we a good offensive team? No, we not. Right now. Just going based on right now, are we a good defensive team? No. Based on right now, no, we're not. So we're struggling. We're struggling, it has to be a point where we got to get some, and maybe when JQ comes, when he comes back, I don't think Lowe's going to come back. If you can have a shoulder injury. It's guys in football have shoulder injuries. The reason why I don't think he's coming back because he's missing games and it's his shoulder. If you are missing basketball games with your shoulder and you're not able to play, it's worse than what we think it is. That's just me. I could be wrong. But I'm hoping when JQ, if people are saying, he is what he is, I hope when he comes back that, we can get some post play, some scoring on the post. And if Mark Pope is going to go to that, and I know Mark Pope knows this better than anybody. Last year in these big games against Duke and Gonzaga, we went down low to Carr, and we had a post presence, and Carr was scoring or getting to the free throw line. He came up big in those games. So it's BBN, I know this is a struggle. I know Mark Pope has been thrown in the frying pan right now. This was a game, I think we had some control of it. It wasn't out of hand like the Louisville and Michigan State game. But at the end, we don't have that go-to guy. We don't have the Michael Jordan. We just don't. We're expecting that from Owe, but Owe, to me, he's playing his game. He's playing what his game is. He's a senior. Would I think he make it to the NBA? Yeah, I think he will get a shot to the NBA. But he's not like the top freshman guys that we're talking about in the college right now that's coming in that are first-round draft picks when they leave. We don't have that who's going to put it on our shoulders, who's going to take over. We didn't have that in this game when it came down to the last minutes. North Carolina had that, and he came off the bench. Dixon hit the big three. Pick and roll up top. He goes around. Marino's coming over, got there late, and he got the layup. North Carolina had a guy, and their best guard was out. But North Carolina had a guy that came off the bench that was like, okay, I'll seal the deal. I'll be the closer. But, leave in the comments what you think, BBN. Is it time to panic? I used to be a fan of the Friday 13 movies. And people will see Jason and they go, oh, and then they take off running, and you know how it is. The female will fall, and then the guy will pick her up. Then they take off running, and you'll see they'll flip the camera back to Jason, and he's walking fast, and you got that music, and then they go back to the people, and then they look back, and Jason's gone, and then all of a sudden they run in, and he's right in front of them. Right now, BBN, and I say we'll know more. I will know more by Christmas time when we're going into SEC play. Is it time to panic? Right now, just like that movie that I made an analogy of Friday 13th, right now we are seeing Jason. And it's like, run. Are we falling down? Trying to run from Jason? Not yet. Not yet. Hold up. Not yet. Is it time to panic? Not yet. But we have saw Jason. It's frightening right now. But it's not time to panic because it's a marathon. It's a marathon. We got plenty of basketball left. we can fix this. I'm hoping Mark Pope can fix this. I'm hoping guys will get better. But right now, we have seen Jason. It's time to run. Not really time to panic. Nobody's falling down. We're not really hearing the music. But give it some time. Give it some time. Come SEC play, if we're going in and we got Gonzaga coming up, we got St. John's, we got Indiana. If we lay an egg to those guys, yeah, Jason might be standing right in front of us. But leave in the comments, man. Let us, me, Mike, Jimmy, Leah, Shane, let us know what y'all think. But I think it'll get better. I think it will get better. It's hope, BBN. It's hope.